What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Clemson Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Right side, it's Brown. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Snapped it in the shotgun. In traffic, it's McCoy. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Snared on the outside. Touchdown, Cardinals. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And they talked about it coming into this game, guys. They were going to be aggressive. They had an opportunity. Could have kicked a field goal? Absolutely not. Hammer down, they stay aggressive, and they strike first in this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. changing the routes with his receivers. Sets his feet. It's Denson. Throws for the tight end. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Bring him down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
And there he goes. Touchdown Cardinals! Stealing a score on special teams.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Big fella moving. Touchdown Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Snags it quickly on the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. 1st down from the 42. Sees an alley. Past the 6. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Denson. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They give it back to him. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab down the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The throw. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Got some room to run. The 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball up.
And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. with the extra point. They're down a touchdown, 21-14. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Set of downs going up top. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pass is knocked away, incomplete, and how good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground?
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Look out! Still on his feet at the 35. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach it.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snapped on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Cardinals are marching down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. There's some room. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Stepping to the right. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Brown. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punt.
Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. It's Denson. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Burrowing for yardage. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equally. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Left side is Brown. Still running at the 40. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. flew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Great place to start for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Denson. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's going to take off. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw one first. Finds his tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clemson is quick to the line. Quarterback changing the play. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Sells the run, looking to pass. Looking down the middle. Holds on, it's Hughes. Slips one guy, now he's loose. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's going for the big play. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the number 17 team, the Ole Miss Rebels.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Caught on the RPO. Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's what
makes the grab in their space. The tag. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Long way to go on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Hughes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Going to look downfield again. The throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Quick give. It's Johnson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
2nd and long here. Dropping back, it's Denson. He's got it. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on 3rd down.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Needs it here on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down.
Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hit the hole. Low.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he gets the 1st down, but, man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads to the right. That's reeled in. It's McCoy. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he gets it away.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
timed it perfectly to not get free and forces the third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now.
Touchdown, Louisville! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Left side, it's Moore. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. He'll set up to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's McCoy. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. They'll try to get it through the air. Throwing right. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Denson. Left side, it's Johnson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. And they swarm him under.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a 3rd down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. The handoff to Johnson. Powers through the defender. Turning it on!
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Good, strong tackle.
Great job on first down. Great job on 2nd down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. Right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. He's going to run it. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Off the bench, arm loose, but the first one is incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Slots it away.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab on the left side. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Second down, gonna throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Drops back on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these 4th quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
2nd down to the air. Fires to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he scores! Touchdown, Cardinals!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They're in a perfect situation here, David. Just make sure you drain the clock and you have the last play.
100%. You can't lose. That's how you want to do it. Bleed the clock. Get in a position, Jesse, where you kick the field goal and the clock's at 0.
It just comes down to which plays that you can run in your sleep here. Easy things you can go out and execute to give your kicker the best shot at winning in this game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. a set of downs going up top. Under pressure. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Out wide left, it's Moore. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw, it's Denson. Escapes the pressure to his right. Wide open downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Complete in the middle. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David.